Good evening, everyone. My name is William Hayes. I'm 82 years old. I'm not a performer. I'm not a star. I'm a janitor. Or at least I was for 45 years. I worked the night shift at St. Augustine Hospital, mopping blood off floors, wiping tears off chairs, and sometimes just standing quietly while someone's world fell apart a few rooms away. No applause, no awards, not even a handshake at the end of my shift. Most people didn't know my name. I was just the guy who cleaned up. But I wasn't bitter. I took pride in what I did, because I saw things no one else saw. Quiet acts of love, final goodbyes, miracles that didn't make headlines. And in all those years, I never asked for anything. I just did my job, watched the world happen from the edges, until one day, someone changed everything. Her name was Evelyn. She was a nurse on the 4th floor, smart, stubborn, and the most graceful woman I ever met. We fell in love in the middle of chaos, between emergencies, late-night coffee, and broken elevators. She used to say music was her way of healing when medicine didn't work. She played piano like it was her second heartbeat. And though I had calloused hands and no musical training, she took the time to teach me. Late nights, she'd place my fingers on the keys and whisper, "Don't worry, Will, just feel it." We didn't have much, but we had those moments, and when she got sick, when Alzheimer's started stealing her piece by piece, I kept playing. Even when she didn't remember our anniversary, or how we met, or what my name was, she always remembered the music. Her eyes would close, and a soft smile would rise. That smile, that's what kept me going. That's why, after every shift, I sat alone in the hospital chapel and played, just for her. In her final year, Evelyn barely spoke. She'd sit by the window in our little apartment, staring at the trees, sometimes humming the same old lullaby she once sang to our daughter. I'd play that melody on my keyboard at night, soft and slow, even if my fingers ached. Some nights she'd whisper something, just fragments like, "Will, play the one from the church," or that Sunday song. That's how I knew she was still in there, somewhere behind the silence. And then, one night, I came home from work and found her sitting in the dark, eyes open, but she was already gone. Peaceful, quiet, just like the woman she always was. I remember falling to my knees beside her, not saying a word. I couldn't. My voice felt buried in my chest. I held her hand and made one promise. I'll keep playing, Evie. Even if no one's listening, I'll play until the keys forget my name too. Since that day, I haven't touched a piano in almost 5 years. Not because I didn't want to, but because every note felt like saying goodbye all over again. And I didn't think I could survive another goodbye. So why am I here tonight? At 82, standing on a stage I never dreamed of, in front of faces I've never met. Because yesterday, I heard a song on the radio, a song she used to love. And I broke, right there in the kitchen. I fell to my knees and wept like I hadn't since the day she left. I realized I'd buried more than just my wife. I buried every part of me that felt alive. That's when I knew I had to do this. Not for fame, not for money, but because grief is a heavy thing. And if you don't let it out, it builds a home in your chest. I'm not here to impress anyone. I'm just a janitor who once loved a woman so deeply that music became our language, and silence became my prison. Tonight, I'm going to play the same melody I played for her in the chapel, the one she loved most. This This is my goodbye, my love letter in sound. And if just one person out there hears it and feels less alone, then I've done enough. Thank you. I don't know if this meant anything to anyone else, but to me it meant everything. For years I played alone, in empty chapels, in silence, in grief. Tonight I played for her, and somehow I feel like she heard me. I'm not here to chase dreams or applause. I'm here because love doesn't die when the person does. It just waits for one more song. So, if you're holding something in your heart, play it, speak it, don't wait like I did. Because every note matters when it's played for someone you love. Thank you. I don't know if this meant anything to anyone else, but to me it meant everything. For years I played alone, in empty chapels, in silence, in grief. Tonight I played for her, and somehow I feel like she heard me. I'm not here to chase dreams or applause. I'm here because love doesn't die when the person does. It just waits for one more song. So, if you're holding something in your heart, play it, speak it, don't wait like I did. Because every note matters when it's played for someone you love.